What's up, y'all? Your boys are back. The homies are back. We're on episode 6 of What If. We're one of a post a new review. So today's title is called What If.
Oh, this is episode 7, big dog.
Oh, my bad, dog. I'm too excited. My bad, I'm so excited right now. What if Hela found the 10 rings? Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Before we start with this review, I really liked how in depth they did Hela, bro. Like, I didn't think they could do something as marvelous with Hela, but yo, I'm really intrigued with this episode. How they basically humbled Hela. I really would like to continue this. I wish it was longer. I don't know about you. You tell me, homie. What you tell me? What do you think?
Again, another phenomenal episode. Hela, the image that we had of her in Thor Ragnarok, right? Ragnarok? No,
Correct.
is Ragnarok?
Yeah, Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Yeah, Ragnarok.
All right, Thor
Thor
Ragnarok. The goddess of death.
Yep, correct.
Yep, the goddess of death. So she just had like this ruthless attitude in Thor Ragnarok, and watching the character development, and mind you, it was only a 30-minute show. It was phenomenal.
It was. So we had some reprising roles again. We had Kat. What's her last name? I feel like I'm gonna butcher it. Blanchett reprised her role as Hela. Yo, amazing. I did like her in Thor Ragnarok. I wish we had a little bit more screen time with her, but yo, this episode was phenomenal. Like I'm gonna say again, like I felt like I got to really know her this time. And one thing too, for the fans who don't know, this is one of the shortest episodes in the What If series. I believe it was like 20 minutes to 24 minutes for this episode. So we got a lot to unravel with this episode because there's so much going on. So before we start, is there anything else you want to mention before we start?
Nope. I'm putting the seatbelt on right now.
All right, bet. So we got to start off with before we start off with this episode, we got to start off with Thor Ragnarok. If you remember, we had Thor Ragnarok. Hela was introduced. She was the sister of Thor and Loki. Well, biologically, Odin's daughter, the first child, the first daughter. So, a little Easter egg for those who actually question whether Thor and Hela had the same mother. We finally got an answer. I don't know if it's a definite answer, but it is a what if episode, so anything can be possible. So, in this episode, we have Hela and Thor are half brother, half sister. They have different mothers, but the same father. A little Easter egg right there for those who care. But I'm a little shocked by this. I really thought they had the same mother, but apparently not. So we going back to the beginning of the episode. So we have Hela and Odin finish conquering the 9 realms. Hela is still bloodthirsty at this point. We are way back in time. So I want to say this takes place back in the 1100s, 11 AD. Not knowing exactly where. So Hela wants to conquer the rest of the universe. Odin is weary and tired of conquering after this point. They just finished conquering the 9 rounds. Hela has the Mjolnir right now. She is challenging her father to conquer the rest of the universe. Odin isn't having it. Odin's like, I am the king and I am your father. Obey me. She's like, no. You know how it is. Spoiled little brat syndrome. As we all can remember, Thor 1 was the same way. What did Thor wanted to do? Thor wanted to keep going, but he didn't want to listen. He was spoiled. So what happened? Odin was like, challenge me, you're about to find out. So she throws the hammer at Odin. He takes the hammer, and we have a reverse scene where the Mjolnir was broken. As for those who recall, Hela destroyed Mjolnir back in Thor Ragnarok. But in this example, in this universe, we have Odin destroy Mjolnir in pieces. Hela is begging for forgiveness. He throws her out and then enchants her helmet like he did with Thor's hammer back in Thor 1 with Mjolnir. Those who were worthy to wield the crown of Hela will wield the power of the goddess of death. So, Hela is thrown into Midgard. For those who don't know who Midgard is, that is Earth. the 616. But in this universe, Hela is not thrown into hell. In an alternate universe, she is thrown into Midgard, and she lands in the army of Talos, if I remember correctly. Wing-Wu's army. For those who don't know, that is the Mandarin. He is the wielder of the 10 rings. She gets in contact in China.
Shang-Chi's pappy.
Shang-Chi's pappy. Nicely put. So apparently Hela gets thrown in Midgard and can speak Mandarin, so I guess she can speak multiple languages, or maybe that's just a blessing for being able to be a god, a goddess, as you want to say, to be politically correct. And Wing-Wu is intrigued by Hela, challenges her to a fight. She beats most of her henchmen, and then says, the only reason you won is because you wield the 10 wings, but if I had my helmet, you would have never defeated me. So Wing-Wu is intrigued by this challenge. Says, go ahead, grab your helmet, and challenge me and see who wins 1-to-1 in combat. But as we know, like in Thor 1, they are not worthy to wield their arsenal. So Wing-Wu knocks out Hela, brings her back to his fortress, and then asks her to join his army to conquer the rest of the world. She's intrigued, gets accepted the fact that she is nothing but a blood-wielding soldier, I guess you want to say. She has bloodthirst for to conquer the world. Wing-Wu is like, I'm not your father. I like you the way you are. Let's be friends. Maybe more than friends. They almost share a kiss. Hela tricks him, knocks him out, and runs away. Ends up befriending what's the name of that monster again? James? I can't remember. The one with the butt face. That little creature. I can't remember.
I didn't even pay him no mind in the movie in Thor Ragnarok, to be honest with you. I just remember the Iron Man Mandarin actor in the movie.
They were introduced in Shang-Chi, if you remember correctly. He that creature was the one that guided Shang-Chi
it was
to
like
the
a
forest.
Little puppy thing through the cave. That was lazy writing, by the way, but I'm pretty sure we all know what we're talking about as far as that little puppy thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a mystical creature. All right, so
Hela mystical creature.
Sorry for those who remember the name, but I don't. But listen, it's not that important. All right, so let's fast forward. So Hela meets this mystical creature with wings and a butt for a face, an ass to a face. So she escapes Wing-Wu in the 10 rings, and she gets into the forest, finds a way through oh my god, what was the name of that tribe? I can't remember.
The tribe that Jiaying was on?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I can't remember. Okay, so I can't remember. Okay, so those who remember in Shang-Chi's mother came from another universe. They are protectors of the underworld from creatures and menaces that threaten the 616. So we meet a new character called Jai, and she is introduced to be the new mentor for Hela. Asks Hela why she is here, and Hela is like, I want to overthrow my father and overthrow Wing-Wu, the Emperor of the 10 Rings, and Talos. And so she gets training. We get a montage of her training with the new powers and all that. So then Odin comes to find out through Heimdall that Heimdall cannot sense Hela's energy anymore and does not know where she is located at. So they predict that she is dead. So Odin decides to declare war on Midgard. So Odin shows up and attacks the location where Hela is at, and Hela fights back with Wing-Wu. They join forces. They end up detaining Odin. Come to find out, the 10 rings are actually more powerful than the gods of Asgard, which is a new like a new
Twist.
information that a new twist to the MCU, because we did not get that a lot previous in the Shang-Chi or in the Thor movies whatsoever. Great battle scene, by the way. I didn't think they could actually hold Odin on their own, because Odin is OP, bro. Like, I thought Odin couldn't get beat, but good God Almighty, well, we were proven wrong. So Hela ends up getting a standoff with Odin. Odin challenges Oda and was like, "You dare challenge your father, the king of Asgard? I should have you banished." As he's choking her out, she becomes worthy of her crown, collects the crown, and then comes to find out she has to change her heart on the way that she lived her life. She no longer wants to be the goddess of death. She wants to also live life and give those to life who are deemed worthy. So she gets a new white armor. She beats Odin. Odin offers her the throne and the kingdom of Asgard to her if she so deems necessary. But she decides to be the queen of Asgard, but not overthrow Odin, but also work with Odin and Wenwu, the Emperor of the Ten Rings, and save the 9 universes. So as we know, she beats Odin, and as at the end of the cliffhanger, we have Thanos on the planet of Gamora, talking to a child of the younger version of Gamora, and convincing her to join his army. Balance as all things should be, right? But at the end, we have a plot twist where Hela and Wenwu come together with Odin to stop the threats of the universe, aka Thanos. It was a nice little twist to it. I liked it. It was amazing. I wish we had more time, even though it was the shortest episode. I felt like it was pretty long in my viewing of the episode. I wish there was more to it. I wanted them to continue it. Anything is possible at this point. I hope she goes on going forward. She might be one of the guardians of the multiverse. I don't know. Is there anything you want to add to it?
I do want to see a possible sequel to this episode. The unique part at the end, obviously, was them face to face with Thanos. I want to see where that goes. Especially Wenwu, because we're talking about 2 villains that basically had some serious character development where they were technically bad. Well, I don't know. Wenwu, I'm on the fence with Wenwu, but I just lose her name. What was her name again? I'm sorry.
Hela.
Hela, thank you. Like, she did like a serious flip from being bad to good, but Wenwu, I never really was sure the story with Wenwu in the Shang-Chi movie. Was he really a bad guy?
From what I can remember in the Shang-Chi episode, he was a conqueror, but he wasn't that much of a bad guy. It wasn't until his wife was attacked, if you remember correctly, would push Shang-Chi to become
Wenwu.
when Wenwu was pushed to make his son an assassin.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't the loss of his wife, he wouldn't have been so twisted. So in this universe, we don't no longer have Wenwu meeting his Shang-Chi's mother. Therefore, Shang-Chi was never really born. So hypothetically, his wife is now supposedly Hela. I'm going with a little. It's not implied, but they have some type of romantic like interest with each other. So it is possible in this universe, Hela is the mother of Shang-Chi. Possibilities. There is no definite answer because she wasn't pregnant. Remember, he asked her to not a hand in marriage, but like to join forces. But you know what that means. They need to get married. You know how it works back in the old days. They need to get married, join their people together, and join forces. Love and first sight. So this whole plot was based on Thor 1, but instead of having Thor as the main protagonist, it was Hela. It was different. I liked it. I kind of felt it. Like I could see a future episode going on. Like, I really did like this episode. Like, the fact that we didn't have Thor or Loki in this episode, and I never thought this was possible, to be honest with you. Like, to see Odin and Hela fight each other. Like, to see Odin, period, fight a mortal and and a god of Asgard together in a fight and hold their own with him, bruh, I've been kind of dreaming this for a long time because you know how OP they said Odin was.
Yeah.
Odin is the power of Asgard. He is the people. Remember, they said Asgard is not a place; it is the people. So when they get these weapons, people think that the weapons is what makes them strong. In actuality, it was never the weapon. Remember, in Thor Ragnarok, Odin told him, "Are you the god of thunder? Or are you the god of hammers?" And he was like, "I'm the god of thunder." So you don't need the hammer. The hammer only channeled your energy. The energy was always in you. You just need to know how to bring it out. That's why Thor was so powerful when he got the axe, because he learned to channel a new level of energy. So for those who are anime nerds, let's take it to Dragon Ball Z. Thor became a Super Saiyan that day in Infinity Wars. Just like in this episode, Hela became a Super Saiyan, or let's take it to another level. Ultra Instinct, Hela. Hence why she's imbued with white energy. She became the final form. Makes sense, right?
Okay.
I would like to see this, like I said, I would like to see this episode go further. Like, I would like to see her come back, because she would be OP. I mean, there's so many more possibilities. They beat Thanos without him having an Infinity Stone. Bro, that must be OP. And Odin's still alive. And mind you, Odin doesn't have one eye. He has both eyes. So he's even stronger than he's supposed to be. And we have no Thor and Loki in this episode. So it's also another thing too, the people that didn't realize, if you realize watching this episode, that she mentioned in when she was getting trained, that her father had a new girlfriend, and that this new girlfriend was the mother of Thor. I believe her name was what was her name? Let me see. Freya, I think her name. Yeah, Freya. Her mother was Freya. She mentioned that Odin had a new girlfriend named Freya, and she did not quite take kindly to this girl. So then there's also rumors too, for those who are big MCU fans. I really didn't think about it too much, but it's a possibility that Freya is a human, but it's also implied she came from a tribe that Odin's people conquered to unite the nations of her people. So for those who don't know, in the comics, Odin was a freak. Odin got down a lot, bruh. So Odin married his cousin, which is Freya. For many people who don't know this, in the comics, Odin is a little too OP. Odin has a lot of children outside of marriage, just like his mythology hints to. We're not going to go into, all that taboo stuff, but, Freya is still involved in his universe, but she is not pregnant with Thor, and they haven't adopted Loki yet. So there's a possibility in this universe that Odin has not adopted Loki, or will adopt Loki in sometime in the near future, or will have Thor as a child. As we know, we are fast forward in the timeline in 2014, if I remember correctly, right?
20.
No, is it? Because baby, we had little Gamora. I don't think it was 2014. Okay, so let's just say, okay, baby, we had little child Gamora, who her people was conquered by Thanos, destroying half the population with the children of Thanos. At this point, like I said, Hela and Wing Wu come in to save the day, stopping Thanos from actually destroying half of all universe one by one. So the point what I'm trying to get to is that maybe in this universe, Thor and Loki don't exist. Which is it changes the whole timeline, the whole dynamics of the Avenger. So we could have recurring Avengers, but there are some Avengers that don't exist. For example, we could have Captain America, we can have Iron Man, Hawkeye, Ant-Man, Wasp, Hulk, No Thor. If you think about it, I'm not against it, but that's wild because we're so used to having Chris Hemsworth as Thor. But imagine a universe without Thor. Would that change a lot? I don't know. What are your opinions on that?
Well, you still got Hela. She's the goddess of obviously not death anymore. So what do you need Thor for?
True. And she was the original wielder of Mjolnir, so I mean, I don't know. Like we talked about earlier, like dude, like Thor, Chris Hemsworth is Thor, bro. So it's hard to see that Chris Hemsworth isn't in any universe at all. So it's weird. So far in every multiverse, we had Thor, right? Am I wrong?
Conspiracy theory, real quick.
Uh-huh.
You think it's a possibility that we can add Hela into the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Because it didn't exactly state that she died in Thor Ragnarok.
That's true. We didn't see a body. And I was like, we talked about this in like Aquaman. We didn't see a body, so technically this person never died. Would I like to see her? To answer your question, yes, I do. Did I like the ending to Thor Ragnarok? Somewhat. It wasn't satisfying, though.
Mm-hmm.
Would I like to see her come back as another villain? Hell yeah. Bro, she has so much potential, bro. And she destroyed Mjolnir on her own. So she's OP already. But in this universe, she wasn't OP yet. You know what I mean? She hasn't gone through the trial and error. She hasn't gone through the experience yet. That's my only excuse of why Odin was able to do what he did. But to see Wing Wu and Hela go head to head with Odin with no magical powers, hey yo, that was the highlight of the story. To be able to have him wield and be like, kneel before your daughter, bro, that was OP. I liked it.
I can't give her all the credit because she had help.
Yeah, but still, it's a defeat is a defeat.
You had, like I can't. How you gonna say somebody got defeated when it wasn't even a fair fight? Because you had the 10 rings.
Yeah, but come on, how much did the 10 rings really do, bro? She parried a lot of his attacks. How would she say? Go for the staff. That's where his power is at. But technically speaking, like I said, going back to my earlier statement, the gods of Asgard are not defined by their weaponry. They are defined by the power within. Odin carries the oh my god, what's the name of his powers? I just forgot. Basically the power of the Asgard, basically all the power of the Asgards in him. He is the divine power of that. I can't remember the name of they call it, his force. The Odin Force. He has the Odin Force. Correction. Oh my god, I can't believe I almost forgot that. He has the Odin Force. Bro, he is pure power. He doesn't need a rod or a staff to define that power. He is pure power. But for Hela to be like, Perry, kneel before me, it was either it was a trial or it was a test. Or maybe Hela just evolved. Like I said, maybe Ultra Instinct. I don't know what else word to say. Maybe Odin planned this out for her to switch sides because remember, she was an anti-hero. Now she became a hero. She changed sides just like Thor did in Thor 1. Why Thor became loving towards Midgard. Why he is so protective of Midgard. Remember, he had a conversation with Loki. Why do you protect him so if they don't even know who you are? And then he told him, what did he say to him in Avengers 1 when they were at that cliff while Iron Man was fighting with Captain America? Valhalla would find you weary or something like that.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
But you know what I'm talking about. Remember they had that little conversation with each other?
Yeah.
And he said, how precious do you find Midgard? He said, they don't even know you exist. And he was like, Valhalla would find you weary, brother. You have lost your way. And he was like, they are meant to be ruled. They are beneath us. They are nothing.
And here comes Iron Man.
Iron Man taking his ass out. And he was like, you know what, brother? And he takes him out. He was like, I'm waiting. That was such a good, bro. It was such a good movie, but like it goes back to the whole premise of the whole movie that Odin is the shit. But it's also crazy how Odin can able to enchant not only the hammer but Hela's throne crown as well. And then it's also too that I hate to say this because I feel like this is a recurring theme, and I feel like Marvel needs to stop doing this. And I think we talked about this off screen. Is the daddy issues, bro? We need to stop talking about the daddy issues, bro. Like, there's so many daddy issues in this series, bro. Really, like Odin was not a good father, bro. Odin was like he was loving, but he seemed to make his first daughter like a killing machine, though.
Yeah.
And then he realized when he made Thor, he was like, I don't think this is working out. I think I need to change my ways. Which is nothing bad about that. We all ain't perfect. But I feel like it's a recurring theme in this show that the daddy issues, though. Shang-Chi had it. Thor had it. Hulk had it. Iron Man definitely had it. Who else? Top of my head. Name somebody else right now. On top of your head.
Did you want to go ahead and throw Black Panther in it?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Thank you for that. Black Panther. And I feel like I'm missing somebody else. One more person. What is another person? I don't know. Well, is there anything else you want to add? Like besides that, like likes, dislikes.
You just got extremely deep with this episode where I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around the possibility of what they could do next with this the continuation to this episode. So as usual, I end up learning something new about Marvel. But I'm looking forward to the next one if they decide they want to do a continuation for this episode.
Me too as well. I'm really hoping that they do a continuation for this. But anything is possible right now. So the next episode, episode 8, What If series, season 2, episode 8. What if the Avengers assembled in 1602? I don't even know where to begin with this. 1602. I don't even know what happened back then. So we're getting like, I guess, a Game of Thrones type of vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of Game of Thrones, so I don't know. So medieval times, I'm assuming.
You already know.
So we're getting the Avengers in 1602. So anything is possible. So let's say I'm a spitball here. Maybe we might have Black Knight in this episode because that's around his time, King Arthur and all that. What was the name of his sword? I don't remember the name of his sword.
Excalibur.
Excalibur. There we go. So we could have a hint. We could have a hint of Excalibur. Black Knight could have existed in this universe. I mean, anything is possible right now. And to be honest with you, let's go back to episode 6. If you recall, Captain Carter got sent to another universe. So I'm thinking at this point right now, maybe Captain Carter got sent to 1602. Because it looked like Nick Fury and Wanda were in the medieval ages. Maybe just as me. It's just a theory. Don't judge me. I'm only spitballing here. So we only got 2 more episodes left. And this so far, season 2 has been amazing. And to be honest with you, I know we keep saying this. Every episode gets better every time we watch it every day. But I'm starting to get to the point that season 1 is being shedded on by season 2, bro. Like, I really like the detail. I like the stories. I like where this is going. I could see myself watching this. My only dislike about season 2, it is not the story. It is not the voice actors. It's not the graphics. It's more the time that we have to watch this. My only thing to Marvel is right now, if you're listening, Kevin Feige, please maybe we should reconsider making episodes at least 30 minutes to maybe, I know just stretching it is asking for a lot. Is asking for a lot, but please listen to what I'm saying. Maybe if you could make What If episodes a little bit longer than 30 minutes, maybe 40, 50. If you could, please make it an hour long because I could see these episodes like being movies though. For real, for real. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Whoever's writing these stories are getting deep into this shit. Bro, I hate to say this because I like some of these stories, but bro, whoever is writing the What If stories needs to be writing the live action movies because they're making better shows than they are the live action movies. And I know a lot of people are gonna get upset with me, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me get these as TV as live action shows, not TV shows, please, because some of these movies are. I'm not gonna say trash, not even garbage. I'm not
The
even go
TV
that
shows
far.
are trash.
What? You're
They
tripping,
are.
bro. What we talk about? Like, whatever we talk about the live action.
The live action.
Okay, I can agree with you on that. Some of them, not all of them.
Which one's not?
Are you serious?
Outside of Captain America
and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's the only one that's not. That's the only one that I'll possibly keep. Everybody else can go.
What's Loki?
Oh, excuse me, my bad. Loki too. Oh, my bad, Loki.
I was about to say, wait, hold on, wait, chill.
My bad. So Loki and Captain America and
the Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. That's it.
Are you serious?
I didn't like. You already know I did.
You didn't like WandaVision.
Nope.
Miss Marvel. Nope. Yeah, I got an answer for you already. It's nope. All right, She-Hulk, and that's your girl right there, bro.
I love her to death. Hey, I love her to death, but nah, I can live without that.
Okay. You want me to keep going?
Keep going.
What about Moon Knight?
All right, you keep 3. That's all you get.
He said 3.
You keep 3. That's all you get.
We still got more. Hawkeye and Winter's Hawkeye.
Nope.
Damn. All right. What's the other one? Oh my god. What's the other one? There's one more we're missing. Oh, Secret Invasion.
I like that one. I really did. But the ending was crap.
I feel like we're missing one more. Is it just me? Or are we missing one more? So we got to tie.
I think that's everybody. I think that's all of them.
So 4 out of 4. So you don't have anything greater than that.
I think I'm spoiled because of the fact of the Netflix live action series. And I was expecting so much more from these Disney shows. So maybe I have a biased opinion because Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Jessica Jones were like second to none. Like,
don't forget the Punisher.
They made those. Oh shit, my bad.
Don't forget the Punisher, bro. Don't forget about that.
Oh my gosh. So yes, I'm definitely spoiled with those shows. So by them doing these 30-minute episodes of these Disney shows, and they're so watered down as far as the rating is concerned, and there's so much rushed writing with these episodes where, yeah, we get 30 to 45 minutes. I saw Loki was like an hour, some of them. But my biggest issue with those episodes was it was only 6 episodes. Like some of these episodes, even though I'm not that, like I said, I'm a dabbler, but I can feel that there's something missing from these episodes where they just rush so much and try to put so much information in each episode where they overload your brain. Whereas like Moon Knight, for example, that was so in depth where split personalities. Needed a little bit more explanation instead of how they explained it, as you call it, lazy writing.
Yeah, but also too, you need to dabble in the R-rated movies. I'm sorry, that should have been an R-rated, all hard R-rated movies.
Yes, so yes, absolutely, and that just takes it back to the Netflix ones. Like they made it TVMA. It was mature. So there was no holds barred when you make these TV shows. It's the same thing with these MCU TV shows for Disney. Some of them deserve to be MA, like you said, Moon Knight. Like they're bringing Daredevil Born Again back.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not MA, I'm not going to enjoy it because you already gave me something that I really loved, and you took it away from me when the last season did very, very well, in my honest opinion. And then you want to remake it, and you're gonna dumb it down. I don't think they would do that, but I think that's something that they would do anyway. So,
I agree with you.
Like, and the same thing with Punisher. It's impossible. You cannot regress from what you gave me on Netflix. You can't do that. It's impossible.
You can't do that. Like even if you tried, it just feels too dumbed down. Like for example, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you knew that show should have been rated M. Like it should have been rated R. You knew that was mature audience, bro. Because like let's be honest, the first episode, Falcon was killing people in the sky. You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was killing people. We didn't see that, but okay, we can. Okay, I'll let it go. I can brush it off. Okay, cool. Falcon is a hero. He doesn't kill nobody, but we know goddamn well in here he killed somebody. And you know goddamn well Winter Soldier doesn't give a shit, bro.
He got guns on it. He has guns.
He has guns, bro. But you know goddamn well, right here in your head, you know Winter Soldier ain't playing, bro. You know that shit off break. The top three for me, Loki's number one, of course. Then you got what was the other one? Falcon and Winter Soldier, and you got WandaVision. I like WandaVision a lot, bro. It was weird. It was more of a like a
it was too slow. It was a very, very, very slow burn.
Plus, I do like Elizabeth Olsen, bro. She's too bad, bro. I'm sorry. I can look at her.
I think that's it.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, so going forward, so we got episode. Did we talk about the new episode already? Because I feel like I got lost. All right, so
1600 Avengers.
1600 Avengers. All right, cool. So I think that's pretty much it. I mean, as far as I know, this was pretty crazy. I mean, I would like we said, we'd like to continue it. I mean, there's not much I can say. I wouldn't say I didn't dislike it. I liked it a lot. I don't really know where they're going with this because we still have 2 more episodes and they haven't wrapped everything up. So my only theory with this at all, like, I don't know if I'm right. So you can criticize me for this for later, but I don't think we're going to wrap the season up at all. I think we're going to get a huge cliffhanger, a big what if. I don't know what is going to happen. Dr. Strange's collecting people. Wanda from the 1602 is collecting people. I don't know if they're working together or they're working against each other. I don't know. To be honest with you, anything is possible. But my only theory is maybe we're getting the first incursion. That's my theory on it. A universe battles another universe. That's my theory. I don't know if I have no evidence to prove this. So you can call me out all you want. If you want to talk about it, leave it in the comments below. We got a YouTube channel, Movie Fanatics, and we have an IG account, movie.fanatics5. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We can talk about it all day and catch us on the next episode. All right, guys?